Not exactly ideal baseball conditions with the rain coming down, but first pitch is just around the corner. Tonight it's the first of four between the New York Mets and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Carlos Martinez will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Ready now is Khalil Lee, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Tonight for the Mets, the center fielder, Khalil Lee.
First offering on its way. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 4 home runs and 6 RBIs. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Fouled off. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Jeff McNeil is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
いやー、なかなかボールでやらないからね。
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Tries to uppercut that thing, but missed it. 2-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Changeup, called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. So a pitching clinic there as he sets him down in order, all via the punch-out. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the ball on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey
先
man,
発で
5 full innings for this guy in his
上
last
段
one.
山本
You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
So now here is Matt Carpenter. It lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Matt Carpenter.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Down the third base line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
山本上段
Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to
顔
smack
だ
it to
け
the
奥さ
opposite
んで
field
ただ
for a
っ
double.
ていう確かになんか体と顔が合ってない
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader.
体
No
ほ
balls
ん
and
ま
a
に
strike to count.
小さいっていう
Carpenter
小柄
stands
で
at second with no outs. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. And another foul ball.
なあでも一応先発メンバーで登録してますからね意外と抑えるんですよ
0-2 once more. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
なんか足の裏をチェックしてますがガム踏んだんちゃうかみたいな
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. And that's out number 1. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
ああでもここでカーディナルスと当たるとはなんか変な感じですよ
He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
You know, this is one of the guys behind the dish, Freddie Ferguson, Dan, that the rookies are going to have a
あ
tough
あこれあ
time
かん
with. If you've played in the league,
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the
初
corners
め
now
の
with
時
one
は
away.
遅かったです
hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun. Got him out of his front foot. It's 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Pause, and the 0-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that
スライ
runner
ダーがよう
across
曲が
the
る
third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good
山
hit
本
after
上
that
段
strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
病気ですか
That brings in Tommy Edman as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That average for him up in the 360s now. 2 home runs, 18 driven in. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Fouled away.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with 2 guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location. Right down the middle, but he got away with it.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2.
Full count. 3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
He set the payoff pitch. Pops this one up. Davis into foul territory, and no one will get this one. Right side, but it's well fouled.
粘る男。
The payoff pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will pay off. The inning is over. An inning in the books tonight. Still scoreless here on the show. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, it doesn't appear that we're going to get much of a break from this rain at all as the game progresses. However, I am also hearing that this rain isn't supposed to intensify too much. The grounds crew will be on standby just in case the umpires do call a delay, but the goal is to get this one in uninterrupted.
Yeah, Heidi, and thanks. Even with all the technology that we have today to be able to forecast the weather accurately, one never knows what Mother Nature has in store.
10時頃まで雨らしい。
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Francisco Lindor is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Hey, this guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
And it's fouled away.
マルティネス。
The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
えらい三振ショーですね。
In now, James McCann. Popped him up. Molina is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 11, Kevin.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. First pitch on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. Into the second deck and gone.
これは持っていきましたが。
So a solo shot down the line he left. Fourth home run for him on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
At the plate now, Jose Martinez.
The first baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2.
That's ball 2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Mets. Last half of the second set to go, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And now the first pitch.
うわ、あれはストライクでもけど外れてますな。
The 1-0
感じはいい。
is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
さすが
I
よ
think
う
he
曲
had
が
his
る。
mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Tyler O'Neill. Popped him up. McNeil moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Carlson.
Next to hit is Dylan Carlson. Will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Two balls and no strikes.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
I mean, he had to. I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt and say he was sitting something off speed. Because to be late on a fastball in a count like that is just unforgivable.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. We're back with more on this Monday night after this.
Welcome back to Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Not only do they come into the day with one of the best ERAs in the league, but they're also among the best teams at not allowing home runs, something they take a lot of pride in. Talking with members of the pitching staff earlier, several of them mentioned how limiting home runs really makes things difficult on the opposition, especially in today's game, where teams don't try to manufacture runs as much anymore. As one of them said, if teams are going to get the best of us, they're going to have to really rack up the hits, and we don't make that easy. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Michael Conforto stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. His head-to-head numbers against Carlos Martinez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes. Grounded down the third baseline. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great pitch for route number 1.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
So now to the plate, Jordan Yamamoto, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
打率5割ってすごい。
Pitch on the way. Down and away, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1 and 2. And he looks at a sinker for a called 3rd strike, and now there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
To the plate now, Khalil Lee. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. 2 balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
In there, 2-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and he pops him up.
レフト前。
And that'll get down for a base hit.
しかもセカ
Throwing
ン
to
ドに行
second.
く。
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Gets the fastball by him here.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he
will have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side.
やります
2 out double left stranded. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Leading off the inning, it'll be Carlos Martinez, and they could use a spark from him here.
Carlos Martinez.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Behind 0-2 now. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
2-2 the count. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. The 2-2 one more time.
粘りますね。
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put away stuff.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
まだ粘るか。
This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we're full count.
Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
And that at-bat will put a smile on any manager's face. The pitch total of the opposing pitcher just keeps going higher and higher, and he still couldn't put him away. So this inning is off to a good start for the guys carrying the sticks.
Here's Matt Carpenter. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
Martinez on at first, nobody out. Fly ball right down the line and left. On the move is Pilar. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first down of the inning.
頑張って投げてますよ。マイケル・ジョーダンじゃないけど、山本ジョーダン。
So that'll bring in Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only
若
trip
干
to
ス
the
タミ
plate
ナ
so
がね、
far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 2 and 1.
いやー、今日はあれですな。相当ロワイヤルでした。あれの発売です。オーデンにはお前が最後の女。あっちゃ
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
相当ロワイヤル4でしたっけ。
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. Next, it'll be Nolan Arenado. Collected a base hit his first time up.
プレーやってましたね。
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto able to track it down for the third out. Cards leave 1. They're down 1-0.
ハーフライ6かなり面白そう。
Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
And now the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
いや、なんか今日からあれですわ。FF13
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
あれがなんかゲームパス入りするらしいですわ。懐かしの FF が。
And he fouls this one off.
確かなんか妹が留守にされるとか言って、なんか言うてましたけど。
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Here's another 2-2.
妹が留守権陽子。あっちゃー、パンチパーマですか。
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Grounded slowly to the left side. Reined in. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The batter, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So one down, no one aboard. And with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. First offering. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Behind 0-2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he misses there. 1-2.
It's 1-2.
当たりそうでしたな。
Hard hit at third.
うわー、取りやった。あー、それか。
And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I think they'd like to have that one over.
なん
So it's
か
a
アウ
runner
ト
at
っぽか
first
った
as a
よ。
result of the throwing error. And next to hit is the catcher, James McCann.
キワード。
And now the first pitch. Fouled off. Lindor stands at first with 1 out.
That's a ball.
And he lays off for ball 1.
足
You know
の
he
方が
wants
早
that
か
on
っ
the
た。
mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good
間も
job
な
to
く
let it
5
go
時
by
です。
though as a hitter.
Wow.
Early, and now it's even at 2-2. As a look, now the pitch. Hit in the air to left. O'Neill
これはレ
waits
フ
on
ト
it,
フライ。
and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Next for the Mets, Kevin Pillar. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch.
アウトアウト。際どいけどセーフでしたよ。見た感じアウト臭かったです。おー、またいった。2打席連続。ピラピラピラと。やります。またもやホームラン。
shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
At the plate, Jose Martinez. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 0-1 on its way. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a little blooper to center. Center fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Well, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Michael Conforto will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
間もなく5時です。
The 1-1.
Oh, that's inside.
You know, I think his mechanics are starting to betray him a little bit. He's really lost the strike zone, and when that's the case, something is usually off at his delivery.
Liner toward right center.
これはいったか。
And he
あ、
dives
取り
to
寄った。
make a spectacular catch.
やりました。
What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. We're back at Busch Stadium right after this.
抜けたらえらいこっちゃですけど。
So here's the cleanup hitter.
さすがメジャー
He
です。
struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike
だ
one.
いぶなんか白にな
Pitcher
ってき
wants to
ま
have
し
a
たね。
quick inning right here,
Well,
capitalize
I think
on the momentum his batters have.
Bouncer up the middle.
ああ、届かん。
And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Tommy Edman is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Yeah,
Sends it to deep right field. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
助かった。もう3塁行かれてもおかしない。ランナー止まってましたね。
Yadi Molina digging in now. And he takes ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity for them to break through. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these
ランナー
situations.
も
The
なんか
hitter
取ら
is
れ
on
る
high
んちゃう
alert.
か思ったんじゃないか。
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for
あ
a
ー
strike.
飛びついた取ってたかもとかいう。
Swinging a ground ball to third.
ああ、コロ
He
リして
has
る。
some trouble with it. And a good throw
あ
gets him
ち
one
ゃ
gun.
せっかくのダブルプレーが。まさかのコロリ。
The left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
One man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Yep, that ball went out.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can
ダ
get
ブル
it.
プレー。
But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The right fielder, number 3,
Now at the plate here is Dylan Carlson, grounded out in his last at bat.
ランナー戻りました
First
ね。
offering on its way.
Ball 1.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Left side, but well foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 1-2. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
微妙に入ってない。いやー、ど真ん中スライダー。
Hard hit ball to second. He's got it.
なんとか抑えた。
On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple. Still down 3-0. Dakota Hudson, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound.
Number 43.
ダコタ・ハドソン。
All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next will be the pitcher, Jordan Yamamoto.
Jordan Yamamoto.
ほんまに中学生みたい。
First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's a ball.
Well, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
買わな
In
きゃ
this
ハドソン。
situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably
ああ、
putting
ケ
the
ン
take
さ
sign
んお
on
は
right here.
ようございます。起きてましたか？まだ5時ですけど。
And a good comeback
オール
fastball
ナ
here.
イト
It's
メ
two
ジャー
balls
やっ
and a
てますけ
strike.
ど。第
Oh,
2
man,
戦
was
です
that
け
a
ど。
hack? He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like
さっ
that.
きパドレス戦やってたんですけ
Just got a piece of that one. Perhaps shortening up now will get the
ど、
ball
山
in play.
本、ジョーダンさんが投げてます。
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full
まだで
3-2.
もこっちね、
Well,
夜
you
が
don't
明け
see
て
it
な
all
い。
that often, but this might be a
雨
good
降っ
time
て
for a
ますけど。
3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
明日の朝5時までケンとメジャーやった。あっちゃ。
Another payoff
雷に
pitch.
起こされた。あーそんなに荒れてるんですか？
Popped him up.
こ
There
っ
to
ち
take
も
it
な
in
ん
is
か昼
Carpenter
頃
for
ま
the
で
first out.
雨らしいですわ。
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder, Khalil Lee.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Khalil Lee, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And this is low, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a
昨
rookie.
日の
That's a
夕
2-0
方
count,
に
and
飯食う
both
て
of
から
those
まだ
pitches
食べて
were
ないんです。
really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
なんか腹減らん
Strike
く
and
て。
it's 2-1.
雷やばいとツイッターで見ました。大荒れですな。飲み物は
Into the
飲んでるんで
windup
すけど
and the pitch. This is skied into short left center.
何も食べてないですね。
And he will make the
こ
play
んな
out
は
there, and there are
牛
two away
丼
now.
を買おうかと思ったんですけど、
First baseman,
腹減らんかったから。
Davis.
Next, here is J.D. Davis. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And now the first pitch. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
高い木の下で大気やけん、雷落ちるんじゃありません。
And it's 1-2.
One ball, two
You
strikes,
have to
Sam.
find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets go down 1-2-3. But they lead it 3-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up. So we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
Thank you, Heidi.
2時半ぐらいからやってたんですか。
Paul DeYoung is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 8 home runs and 17 RBIs.
7.0 4.7
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
暑いですか。暑いは雷なるわで、あれですね。
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Bader.
現場ね。それほど暑くはなかったですけど、なんやかんや、
Stepping in now,
1
Harrison
時半ぐ
Bader.
らいで
As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so
完
far.
全に終わったんが。
The 1-0 delivery.
2-0. Ball back outside. Hey! Counted 3-1.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. McNeil's got it for 1. Back to first, and that was a sparkler. A double play, and the inning is over. In the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
First delivery to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Fastball well outside. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. 1-1 home.
I got 2-1 the count. The count is 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Shot down the line. It's a fair ball.
流し打ち。
He's through first and hustling for second.
ああ、汗
And
が
he
や
is
ばい。
into second base with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Chopped at third. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
あーっと。
1-1.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Full count now.
うん。
Hard hit ball to second.
Ah,
Carpenter has it, and there's one down now.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Stepping in once again is James McCann. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
え
From the stretch, Reyes features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement.
冷凍庫の氷をあるだけパンツにぶち込まれた。
Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there.
氷が
That's 3 straight sliders in a row.
くぐ
I'd
り
be
にくっつき
shocked.
ますよ。
I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
ひっついて、痛うて痛うて、血が出るんじゃん。
The 1-1 misses ball 2.
I'd be real
Holy
surprised if he
God,
goes back
heavily
out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 home.
あーっと。
Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are
気を
2
振っ
away
とけ
now.
ば大丈
I
夫。
think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went, and I don't think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire. But looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
塩漬けにします。ふぐりの塩漬け。
From the stretch, Kevin Pillar is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You could work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
So 1-2.
One out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's Nolan Arenado, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This is where the pressure starts to build a little bit on an offense. It's not late enough. I mean, you don't have to start panicking right now, but this is where you're looking for someone to light a spark to get back in this game.
Jacob Barnes enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 40, Jacob Barnes.
First pitch of the AB on its way. In there, strike 1.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In his career versus this pitcher, he's 1 for 4. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in, so he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
2-1 to count. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And a full count to Paul Goldschmidt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Conforto is there. 2 down.
Up next to the Cardinals.
So now to the plate, Tommy Edman. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
三冠馬娘牝馬三冠馬娘
That's popped up.
わ
And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Adam Wainwright is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 50.
名前がいつも馬娘馬男じゃなくて馬娘
7th inning ready to roll, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Jose
なかな
Martinez.
かユニークな名前で
Now here it comes. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the 1st strike. Slow curveball, like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Wainwright, a native of Georgia. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Into the windup, here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And it's another King. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Pete Alonso will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the net. Number 20. Pete Alonso.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Lifted in the air to right field. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
In now, Khalil Lee. And this one's in the dirt. Wainwright comes set, coming at him with the 0-1. Swing and misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Mets strand 1. They lead it 3-0.
まあ、目もうっとしいですな。あれ 7 点。ああ、変えとかんとあかん。
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
ああ、そっか。変えんの遅いから、これ投げんとあかんなってなりましたね。変えれない。なぜかアロンソさんがピッチャーになってるんですけど。
Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
変えそびれましたね。
So stepping in is Tyler O'Neill. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
あ、やっぱ変えられへん。変えれない。
First pitch coming. Here it is.
このまま投げてもらわなあかん。
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, that's the first one of the day. If he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
Off the plate, ball
And there's ball 1.
9回まで投げなダメなんですか。 でもなんかカーブとかシンカー持ってるんですね。意外と普通に投げてますよ。カーブ、シンカー。カーブが67マイル。
The 1-2. And a shot back to the mound, but he manages to
ピッ
glove
チャー
it.
ライナー。ピッチャーライナー言うけど、野手ですかね。
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Dylan
意外
Carlson
と抑えます
rolled
ね。
into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Skied in the air to straightaway
普通に
left.
抑えましたよ。
Pilar's there, and that's the third out. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Mets 3 and the Cardinals nothing. Ready to begin the 8th and set to go as the third baseman, J.D. Davis. Jonathan Villar is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Jonathan.
First pitch coming from Wainwright. Good off-speed pitch, had him out in front for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Two and one after the foul ball there.
高校投手もやってたらしい。ハンスに交流もあり。
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better. And you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
High in the air out to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. So a runner stands at third. One man is out. Looking up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Luis Guillorme will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. He's set and the pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. He'll start this one at 274. No home runs as of yet, and 3 driven in. The 1-0. Guillorme is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leveraged. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Count even at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Into box, James McCann, as Wainwright's able to jump ahead of him here with strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
ノーヒット変えましょう。
Patrick Mazeika will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third.
Patrick Mazeika.
The 0-1 on its way. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Mets lead 1, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Jonathan Villar is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 1, Jonathan Villar.
Luis Guillorme will stay in the ballgame as the new shortstop.
Luis Guillorme.
Patrick Mazeika will stay in the ballgame, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Lane Thomas is out of the dugout now as it looks like he'll come on and hit for the pitcher, Wainwright.
Hmm, 2012年5月6日。当時延長が長引き両チーム。それで投げはったのか。延長無制限はしんどいです。
Aaron Luke will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. And now the first pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home.
Hey! Ball, that's out.
よく使うような。まあ、とりあえず投げ取ってくれみたいな感じやったんですね。
Tried to get him with the cutter, but it's a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
This is the pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
よいしょ。どう見てももう疲れたから負けてもいいやろな、みたいな。あっちゃ。やる気がない感じ。
So now to the plate, Matt Carpenter fouled away.
大
He's
学
2 for 3 and looking for more here.
大学時代投手。珍しくでもゼロで
Again, another foul ball.
収まってますからね。
One out,
強
nobody on.
力打線を。
That's a
Good
ball.
job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Gotta find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Here he comes again, 1-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Digging in will be Harrison Bader. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Jordan Hicks enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Jordan.
And stepping in, Kevin Pillar. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And a ball 1-0.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
2-0 now. Now the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now here's the first offering. Jose Martinez is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Pillar gets his lead at first, nobody out. 1-2.
2 strikes.
And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. Hicks, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Albert Almora will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Runners on first with 1 down. Runner goes for second. Popped him up. Edman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Aaron Luke.
So here's the Mets pitcher, Aaron Luke. He's set. Here it comes. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2.
けどセカンドいける。
Two out with the man at first. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of
looking at a fastball to end the inning. Mets. Albert Almora will stick around as he'll take over in right field. Stepping up is Nolan Arenado. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Standing in now, Goldschmidt, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Round first, digging for 2, and big trouble as this gets to the wall now, and he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes 1, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
Into the box now, Tommy Edman. Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 2 for 4. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game. It is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Behind 0-2 now. Cardinals down to their final strike here.
1 ball,
Ball and 2 strikes.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. It takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The New York Mets took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Jordan Yamamoto takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Carlos Martinez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.
いやー、これで山本
Final
さ
line
ん
score for our
勝
ball
ち
game
ましたな。
tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs.
山本さん。これでなんとか、5割復帰しましたね。ようやく5割。アイムソーリー、アイムソーリー。マイアミマーリンズと並んでますよ。まずは5割ですな。よっしゃ、第2戦目はこれで終わりますわ。はーい。お疲れ様でした。まもなく6時です。
A1, I ain't talking steak sauce. Run this